Hi, and thank you for watching the very first episode of the Soaperstar channel. I'm Soapstar Marta, and I'm very excited to share all my tips and techniques with you guys. A little bit of me, I just really enjoy soaping. It's been a passion of mine for a couple of years now. I decided to start this channel because I realized that a lot of people still have a lot of questions that they want to ask. So I thought, why not start something that, that might help other people. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a basic bar of soap. This basic bar of soap is going to be better than anything you can possibly buy in the supermarket, and you get to have fun making it yourself. So what we're going to be needing is a big bowl where you're going to be mixing the oils in the lye solution. We're doing a basic olive oil, coconut oil, sustainable palm oil. This is actually very important to me. I'm actually very big on using sustainable products. And a little bit of cocoa butter just for added softness. You will need to pre-measure your lye and your water. You will need some spatulas for mixing. And I wanted to add a little bit of lavender oil just so that the soap has a nice, happy little smell to it. Very important, you need goggles when trying to make soap. This is very important. This is one of the things that I never compromise on. You need some gloves, and you will also need a basic mask for when you're mixing the lye. Finally, you will definitely need a nice mold so that you can pour the soap in here. I particularly like this brand Brambleberry a lot, so I highly recommend them. And so I'm gonna go over now the lye safety. There's just no way around it. In order to make soap, you need to work with lye. There's just no way around it. You can have melt and pour, which is basically pre-made soap, but you have to work with raw lye. In my classes, I cannot stress the importance of being safe with lye. It is a very dangerous chemical. It will eat away. If it pops in your eye, that will require you to go to the emergency room. For that reason, I always stress the importance of safety goggles. You can find safety goggles pretty much anywhere. You go to any hardware store, they're available. There's just no reason why you shouldn't have them. If even one drop of lye should enter your eye, don't even chance it. Go straight to the emergency room because they have to flush it. They have to flush it out. You will also need a mask. This one in particular is a Vogue mask, which I just buy online because I'm kind of aware about disposable items. And then you will need safety gloves. So these ones in particular are biodegradable safety gloves. You can also use kitchen gloves, anything that you might need around the house. At some point in time, every soaper will get lye on them. That's not a reason to panic. All you have to do is run to the bathroom or any open sink. Just pour some water over the lye infected area, and that's it. Just keep it running tap water until you feel comfortable that it's off. Usually about maybe 3 minutes under running tap water, and then you just come back and you continue as usual. Don't worry, you will feel a lye burn. You will feel it eating at your skin. Do not wait, remove it. I've seen some serious lye burns come up because people are like, wait, I have to finish the soap first. Wait, no, remove it. So the first thing you've got to do, of course, is put on all your safety equipment. Don't forget your gloves, your goggles, and put the mask. Now we're going to be mixing the lye with the water. So you always need to remember to pour the lye into the water. So always remember, water into lye and you die. So here we're going to start slowly pouring the lye into the water. You just steer slowly as you slowly pour the lye in. You're going to notice that fumes are going to be coming up. That's completely normal. That's why we have to wear a mask when doing this part of soap making. So you just kind of slowly mix it in there well. and slowly mix it in. As you're mixing this, you are going to reach temperatures of about 84 degrees Celsius, which is about 187 degrees Fahrenheit. It is hot. So whenever you're mixing things, make sure you don't have children present or animals present because they don't realize the dangers of lye. So now that we've successfully introduced the lye into the water, we can safely take off our mask and wait for the lye to cool down. I personally like to soap at room temperature. So best to wait a little bit. You can just leave it here. You can put it in a bucket of ice. Whatever you decide to do, there's no proper way to do it. So imagine the temperature right now of this is roughly 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82 degrees Celsius. So now we just wait until it's room temperature to soap. So the first thing that we have to do is mix all our oils. So this is our olive oil that goes into the big bowl. Make sure to always get all the yummy goodness in here. And don't forget to always empty out your bowl as well. Then now we're going to be adding some nice coconut oil. This adds lots of wonderful cleansing properties to soap. Now we're going to use our sustainable palm oil. Sustainable palm oil is pretty readily available. So all you have to do is look for it and you will find it. There are tons of substitutions for people who are allergic to using palm oil. You can use more butters. And then finally, a little bit of cocoa butter, just for a little bit of added hardness into the soap and just for extra smooth skin, because who doesn't like cocoa butter? It smells delicious, by the way. So now once all of our oils have been properly poured, we start to pour the lye water. So again, you simply pour the lye water in slowly while mixing everything in. You want to try to avoid as many bubbles as possible. Bubbles are not our friends unless it's in the shower. So you just kind of slowly pour in your lye water till all of that lye is mixed into the oils. And you will now need to get a blender to reach what we call is trace. We're gonna try now to reach what we call trace. Trace basically is how your soap emulsifies. So there are three types of trace. We basically have light trace, medium trace, and thick trace. So you're gonna be able to see now how the soap starts forming. Imagine in the olden times, they used to do this by hand. They used to stir for hours. But thanks to modern technology, well, we have it a little bit easier. So as you can see, the soap is now thickening up. You can clearly see that it's getting thicker. So the way you find for trace is you mix it up really well. And the way I always search for trace is I get my little spatula and I do this. So as you can see, there are little peaks that are starting to form. I'm not sure if the camera can really catch it, but you can see basically as I'm drawing with the spatula, a little bit is left behind, like a little peak. That's called trace. And the reason why the name is trace is because supposedly you could kind of trace your name. So let's see, M. So this we have achieved is basically a light trace. At this point in time, you are now going to add your essential oil or your fragrance oil or whatever. We chose lavender today and we are doing at 3% of the total of our recipe. So you just stick the lavender in there. Again, you mix it in really, really, really well. You want to make sure every part of the soap gets some of this goodness of lavender oils. Ooh, it smells delightful. You have to now set aside your batter. And you've got to pour the soap in. Look at all that creamy, yummy richness. This is all gonna make some killer soap, everyone. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I always like to scrape all my bowls nice and clean because every little drop counts. And, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, we've got this lovely, lovely, lovely loaf that will eventually become nice and hard. Curing time, so after we do this, it'll probably be ready to use in about 4 to 6 weeks. I personally like to always wait 6 weeks. And, well, that's it. I'm going to show you in a little bit how to make nice little peaks on it. So we've waited roughly to get this a little bit harder, as you can see, just by moving it. It's a little jelly consistency. So now we add the little bit of finishing touches, which I like to call are like adding peaks into a soap. So we decorate the top of it. So I personally just like to get a simple spoon and just kind of push it to the side like that. So do you see? It's still a bit soft, but anyway, I don't really want huge peaks anyway. So you just kind of go around the whole soap, pushing it in just like that. This will create a little bit of texture so the bar is not completely flat when it dries up. So as you can see, you just do this. Pretty simple stuff, right? But really makes a big difference when it comes to the aesthetic of the soap. Just to add a little bit of character. And maybe just a little bit here, just adding a little bit there, and that's it. You've got your completed bar of soap. And that's how you make a basic bar of soap, everyone. This soap in particular is wonderful for basically anyone with sensitive skin. Its lavender essential oil is known to heal the skin, and it's definitely a hypoallergenic scent, especially if you're using pure essential oils. It's also got a relaxing effect. The cocoa butter is also wonderful, so nice and soft for the skin. The coconut oil is a very natural cleanser. And the olive oil is just extra moisturizing properties. So this soap will take roughly about 4 to 6 weeks to cure. I always recommend waiting the full 6 weeks to cure, but well, some people can't wait, so I guess 4 weeks can be okay. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this first episode of Soaperstar. I'll be posting a lot more videos as long as you guys keep liking them and it's something you guys enjoy. I will definitely be posting a lot more. Please follow us. We are also on Instagram. We are soaperstar.ph. You can also follow us on Facebook or subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hashtag. I'm always very excited to share all my tips and tricks, so don't feel bad. I'm very open about it, and well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.